Hi everyone, I'm Jeremy Caleb Johnson from Johnson Burge at Long & Foster Real Estate. This is your Johnson Burge Market Update for the week ending December 2nd, 2022. This week's update is about fear and uncertainty. I recently read Annie Lowery's piece in The Atlantic entitled, "You Should Probably Wait to Buy a Home." As you may imagine, I was initially a little put off by the title of the story. But you know the saying, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. Kind of the same for magazine articles. You shouldn't judge a story by its headline. In her article, Miss Lowery hits upon a lot of the nerve-wracking truths of buying a home in any market. Timing, pricing, financing, etc. And these are all especially important in a market that has been shifting as ours has been since spring of this year. The shift in this post-pandemic real estate market, which is essentially a shift back to normal, has caused many people to be nervous about a decision to buy a home. But let's not worry any more than necessary. Yes, buying a home is stressful, but knowledge is power and experience matters. Let's look at some data. Mortgage interest rates have risen since the beginning of the year, but they've recently ticked downward, topping at just a hair over 7% in early November, and now the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 6.49% as of yesterday, according to reporting from CNN. And Forbes reports that many in-the-know mortgage professionals and economists are optimistic for 30-year rates between 5.5% to 6% by the end of 2023. Interestingly, my first mortgage 20 years ago was 7%. So when I say we've been here before, I mean it. High home prices is another key factor for buying a home today. Home prices are continuing to go up, but the rate of appreciation has slowed dramatically. For most buyers, waiting for the mortgage interest rates to drop may be counterproductive. The National Association of Realtors predicts that in 2023, home prices will remain fairly stable, but increase modestly. Wait on the rate, you'll likely pay a little more for the house. Finally, when is the right time to buy a house? Right now? Well, yes and no. It's always good to put your money into real estate, an asset that historically outperforms the stock market. But precisely when to buy is a question and consideration for each individual buyer. Your housing needs and goals may be different from that of your best friend or a coworker. The critical question to ask yourself is this: if the mortgage interest rates drop again, are you ready to make a great move? Let's have a confidential conversation to determine what path forward is right for you. Let us help you make a great move. I'm Jeremy Caleb Johnson, and this has been your Johnson & Burge Market Update. And, oh, by the way, we're never too busy for your referrals.